In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to blend colors smoothly on a raster level. If you've ever wanted those soft, painterly transitions where one hue melts into another, this workflow will give you clean, natural results without guesswork. First, make sure you're working in a raster level. Raster levels store color information as pixels, which respond beautifully to semi-transparent paint and effects. If you're on a vector level, blending won't behave the same way, so moving to raster is key for this technique. Open an existing drawing or create a new one in a raster level so your brush strokes can actually mix and soften. Next, select the brush tool from the toolbar. This will be your main blending instrument, and it gives you tactile control as you build up color. With the brush active, look to the tool options bar and lower the opacity to somewhere around 30 to 50%. That range is a sweet spot for layering. It keeps your strokes translucent enough to mix without wiping out what's underneath, while still letting you see progress with each pass. Remember, opacity controls how much of the underlying color shows through, so lower values mean gentler, more gradual builds. Choose a color from your palette and begin painting lightly over another color. Aim for the boundary where the two colors meet and use a light touch. Short, controlled strokes tend to blend more cleanly than long, heavy passes. If you're using a pen tablet, easy pressure helps with subtle transitions. With a mouse, rely on the low opacity to do the heavy lifting. Now, layer your strokes gradually. Overlapping semi-transparent strokes is what creates the blended effect. Think of it like glazing. Each pass nudges the colors closer together. Work back and forth between the two hues if needed, letting the overlap form a soft middle tone. If the blend starts to feel muddy, give it a moment, adjust your color slightly, or lift your stylus and reapply with a lighter touch. Small changes in brush size can also help you feather the edge without introducing hard lines. For an extra smooth finish, you can use Blur or Smudge FX via the FX Schematic. Apply a subtle blur to gently soften transitions, or try a smudge effect for a smeared, painterly mix. Keep these effects light so you preserve texture and avoid washing out your colors. Toggle the effect on and off to compare, and dial in just enough to refine the blend. That's it. Work on a raster level, paint with a low opacity brush, layer gradually, and polish with Blur or Smudge FX for buttery smooth color.